Well, a Buffalo, New York couple is convinced divine intervention played a role in their daughter's birth. That's because Bethany HOJNACKI went into labor right at the height of that snowstorm. Amazingly, her husband Jared found a fire lieutenant and a labor nurse who happened to be stuck in the snow nearby. Can you believe that? And then they got to a firehouse just in time.
They didn't act freaked out or anything. They just said, "We got this, you know, you'll be okay." And 2 pushes and out she came.
Aw. Well, the baby girl's name is Lucy, which they say means light or illumination.
No, they didn't want to go for lake effect?
I was thinking Snow White.
Snow White, that works.
Either one of those.
All right, well, that story is certainly a bright spot in what's been a dangerous, we must admit, and all too often deadly 3 days in Buffalo.
Absolutely. CAROLYN Costello joins us live from Buffalo with the latest on conditions there. CAROLYN?
Allison and Leon, yeah, as many as 8 people have died over the last 3 days as a result of this snowstorm. We're in a neighborhood now in downtown Buffalo. People here have been digging out all day, cleaning off their cars, clearing off their driveways. But one place people really can't shovel their rooftops. Now, this neighborhood's only gotten about a foot or so of snow, but just about 10 minutes south of here, they are buried under 6 feet. And the problem there, those rooftops covered in snow simply can't bear the weight of the snow. Evacuations have now been taking place. The threat is particularly significant for people living in mobile parks, people in those homes. Some of them have seen their roofs collapse, some have seen them begin to crack, and firefighters have now evacuated those people, putting them in shelters. We have seen nearly 6 feet in some areas, and this snow is expected to continue through Friday. Some areas possibly seeing an additional 2 to 3 feet. Epic proportions this snowstorm is, and now that threat of roof collapse is one of the major concerns.
That's putting it mildly, for sure. CAROLYN, tell us about, have you been able to get in there and talk to anybody inside their homes and get a sense of how they're dealing with these emergencies while they're stuck inside their homes?
Well, we've spoken to people who are not stuck inside their homes, but who are trying to get to family members who are stuck inside their homes. In fact, today we ran into a woman who was being helped by a police officer. She needed to deliver insulin to one of her family members who was stranded inside her home in need of this very important medication. The officer taking this woman, escorting her into this neighborhood in his SUV so she could get her family member this very important medication. We've seen people, one man was unable to get inside his home. His wife was trapped inside, but he was trapped outside, unable to get to her. We've heard stories of people, you know, who have so much snow on their roofs, their vents being clogged, and therefore they're losing their heat. Another person we heard from unable to get to work, worried about money. He says he has a child at home. He's wondering when he's going to be able to get back to work. So a lot of problems here in Buffalo, and it is certainly not over yet. Allison, Leon.
Wow.
Yes, unfortunately, that is the case. Thanks, CAROLYN. CAROLYN, be careful up there.
Yeah, thank you.